What is up, everything Browns Nation? We are back. We are live, ready to roll. It's a new season. Yes, it is. Year 3 of the show. Year 2 of me manning it on my own. So, hey, it's the Browns' first game, and it's my first game. Really, not a game, but it's a show. But you get to the point. Let's go. Now, hey, how are you guys feeling? Let me know in the chat, please. How are you feeling this morning when you wake up and you know Browns football is on? You know, do you wake up pumped? Are you sad? Or are you happy? If you're sad, I don't even know what to tell you. I can't help you at this point, but let me try to get to the comments because my phone is acting absolutely stupid at this moment. It won't let me look at them, so you got to give me a second. But we're going to get rolling as soon as my phone acts right, and we're going to stop until it doesn't, but who knows? Give me a second. What is going on with my phone? It doesn't want to show me the comments. Yes, beautiful. But, anywho, how are you feeling from 1 to 10 about this game? What's going on? Says Clyde on YouTube. Eric says hard year, new season. Let's get nasty today. Eric from Delaware, Ohio, feeling dangerous. You are feeling dangerous, my friend.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
That's how you woke up. Let's roll. Woke up feeling dangerous. Did you wake up feeling dangerous? I'm feeling pretty good. I know we're playing the Ravens, the daunted Baltimore Ravens. They're upset because they got beat down by the Tennessee Titans on their playoff wild card game. That's not our fault. Divisional game. That's not our fault. But we have to go in with a mindset. There's my Facebook peeps. Amy says, let's go. Jason says, let's go. Chris says, it feels like Christmas. Jason says, pumped up, yo. Michael says, toughest game of the year right here. How are you feeling, says Rob. Jason says 10. Jeff says, Corey, let's get the upset. And Zach says, we can beat these birds. Gotta punch them in the mouth early. Now that I got all my peeps in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube, now we can get started. You see, the Ravens already trying to stop me, trying to stop my progress, getting to my technology all messed up. But now we can roll. What should we expect from this Browns team in 2020? That's the question that I have for you this morning. What should we expect? Now, I'm no analyst. I'm not a guy that says I know everything. I am just a fan that's full of emotion, and I let it out. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But what should we expect realistically? Now, last year, maybe our expectations were a little too high. And I could admit myself, maybe I was a little too excited last year. I mean, we were on Sports Illustrated. We had Baker, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, you name it, we had it. And I was like, man, listen, we are about to roll. We are about to do damage. Everybody was saying playoffs. Some people were even saying Super Bowl bound. People who even got tattoos on their leg. Cheryl says, hey, Corey, glad to see you. Eric says, yes, sir. So what should we realistically expect? If you're on Facebook, hit that emoji how you're feeling. Happy, sad, angry, laughing. And if you're on YouTube, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate it. Michael says, wild card, but good chemistry building this year. Ms. Butler says, hey, Corey, go chew up some birds, dog, pound. Steven says, what up, dog pound. Rob says Lamar's going to run all over those linebackers. Erica says, ready to see some good hits from Denzel Ward. And my good friend on YouTube, Clyde, says, like the setup. Thank you, good sir. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps during these times. And Eric says, nice, Mr. 10. Where do you watch the game normally? I'll be at Oops in Delaware Thursday night for the game with the Bengals. Speaking of that, after the game, listen. We're going to do a little watch party here on the channel. If you want to come and chill out with us, we can. Now, we're not streaming the game on this channel. Why? Because we will absolutely have the page shut down quicker than a hiccup. But if you want to chill out in the comments, have some fun, there's a million ways you could watch the game online somewhere, stream it, do what you have to do. But if you want to watch the game with us, we will be doing a watch party right after this show goes off around 12:45-ish. We'll be doing a watch party starting at 1. So if you want to chill out with us, let's have some fun. We'll be doing that as well. Laura, my great friend Laura, we have missed you as well. Ready for some football. Claire says they have nothing to lose and everything to gain this year. Corey, go Browns. This is our year. Steven says Chubb is going to eat. Chad says I expect excellence. Too many weapons on offense. Worried about the defense. And Michael Davis says defense needs to improve before we can take the next leap. And Myron on YouTube says, what's up, Corey? Game day finally here. Everything Browns Nation. I agree with everything everyone said. Everything everyone said. Here's my expectations for this year. Early on, I don't expect much. You can say that's a cop-out, but let's think about it. We have a new offense, a new coach. No preseason. We had camp. How much could you do in camp? Everybody's scared, and I understand why. We have new regulations. We have to implement a new offense, a new defense. We're ouchie on defense. Greedy Williams is out once again. You know what? I'm not trying to be mean, but he's looking ouchie already. Mac Wilson is out. Shoulder injury, I believe it was for Mac Wilson. No, knee injury for Mac Wilson. Shoulder injury for Greedy Wilson. So the defense is already banged up. You're not coming into the year healthy. Now, I'm not making excuses, but I'm just saying how it already is. So what do I expect? At the beginning of the year, I don't expect the offense to fly out. Yeah, just killing it. Now, I would love for them to kill it, but I want to see how they look at the beginning of the year on offense. I want to see how the offense is implemented, who is used, and how they are used. That's what I want to see. I want to see no mistakes being made. I want to see the simple things, but I don't expect the offense just to be a well-oiled machine in the beginning of the year, and I want to see the defense just look better than it was last year. Even though with the injuries, Myles Garrett's back. I want to see how Mr. Woods implements his system on defense. And we have a test today against Lamar, good old Lamar in that offense. Eric says, I'm looking for the two-headed monster of Chubb and Hunt to help us control the clock and need defensive linemen to contain Jackson. We can win this game. We have the talent. And Eric says we can't have stupid penalties. Either we need that cleaned up. I agree. Penalties only derail success of a team. Exactly. Eric says it's going to be hard to cheer against Dobbins. Not for me. I'm sorry. Not for me. I'm a Buckeye through and through. But if you're going against the Ravens, night. Sorry. I'm rooting against you. What's up, George? How are you doing? You said, where's the app? I don't know what you're talking about there. And you said you moved up to Youngstown. Congratulations to you. I agree with that, but I'm not expecting much at the beginning of the year. That's just me being honest and being transparent. That's all I can be. But I do expect improvement because I think we have a better coaching staff than we did last year in the Freddie Kitchens regime. Let's go Browns, says Kevin. Aaron says, are you at the Browns Stadium in the conference room with the Browns background? Yes, they put me in the conference room and said, you know what, sir? We love everything you're doing. You get the conference room. Shout out to my guy, Aaron. George says, go Penguins. And Michael says, great take. Well, thank you. James says, we are back. And Kevin says, let's go Browns. That's what I expect so far in 2020. But I want to shout out everybody who's watching on YouTube, everybody who's watching on Facebook. And if you're just starting, if you're new, let me know where you're watching from. Ohio, Alaska, Tampa Bay, California, Minnesota, Alabama, I don't know. And what are you watching on? iPhone, Android, Motorola, Nextel, I don't know. Is there anything else? BlackBerry. Does anybody have BlackBerry anymore? Just let me know what you are watching on. I just want to know because I love you guys. Check in, and check in. Robbie says, watching from Anniston, Alabama. And Claire says, we need to control the clock and keep the ball out of Lamar Jackson's hands. Run the Ravens down. Go Browns. Matt says, I'm probably going to butcher this. Shanning, Wyoming Sunday ticket. Claire says, Fredericksburg, Ohio, go Browns. And Ruby says, I said that one already. And Mr. Woodcock, James says, Ravens will be too much for the Browns. 35-10. Woo! We're going to get into there later about predictions. But my friend James says 35-10. Wow. Jeff's watching from his TV on California. My guy Jeff got it on the TV. And Michael, my guy Mike says, my guy CB, miss ya, go Browns. My good friend Michael Harden, known him from years. Thank you, appreciate you. George has already told you where I'm from. You could tell me as many times, George. Laugh. And Steven says Browns will go 10-6. Well, he read my mind. So, since he already said it, what will the Browns record be this year? What do you think? Last year, everybody, I don't know, many people thought the Browns would be 6-10 last year. I don't know, many people thought the Browns would be 6-10 last year. Fred says from his Mac computer, he lives in Texas. Robert says Alabama. Robert Morgan over on YouTube. Barb says Android from Florida, go Browns. Eric says, what are your thoughts on how Stefanski uses tight ends? Do you think they will shine this year? And Jason says Caldwell, Ohio, Southeastern Ohio. And Jason says he's on YouTube on Fire TV. To answer your question, Eric, with Hooper and Njoku, the two tight ends that are most famous on this team, I think that the tight ends are going to be used well, definitely with play action with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I think play action will be Baker's best friend this year to minimize his turnovers. So we're going to talk about Baker later. Austin Hooper, and to me, and I think many people, is a huge upgrade. No shots fired at every tight end we had last year. the best tight end that we have. So I think the play action and using these tight ends will be an upgrade on the offense. Take pressure off of Baker Mayfield, not just dropping him back 5 wide. Do what you have to do, read the field and the blitz. So I think that will help a lot in using 2 tight end sets, making the defense guess, and also with that run game. But that's just my opinion. And Henry Roberts, all the way from Wales, UK. Wales, UK. Go Browns. And Fred says, dog check, woof.
Dog check.
Appreciate you, Fred. Appreciate you. Back to the record. What will the Browns record be? So they say, or what I asked. What will the Browns record be? I seen some in here. I probably read it already. Steven said 10-6. James says 7-9. Aaron says 11-5. Hopefully. Claire says at work, going to listen on the radio while delivering pizza and watching on my Apple iPhone while in pizza shops. Go Browns. Steven in Akron, Ohio. Robbie says 10-5 and he threw in a tie. 10-5 and 1. Now, if that's not precise, that is precise. Reginald says, hey, you forgot me, brother. Vikings have played the Ravens 6 times, and they split between 6 games. Browns will win today. Didn't mean to forget you if I did, but hopefully I got you there. Shout out to you. Jorge says, what up? Welcome back, man. I'm so pumped. Go Browns. 8-8 at best. Reginald said 9 wins, and Jeff says 10-6. We got 8-8, 7-9, 10-6, 11-5, 10-5, and 1. Now, yesterday, I was talking to my cousin. I'm transparent as can be. He's like, what do you think? I said, I don't know. We'll see. He got to say something, man. So I'm going to say something. Put my feet to the fire. Because I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. This year is just so different. I haven't seen the preseason game. I tried to watch some of them training camps, but they just keep talking, and I don't have any patience. But hey, whatever. Okay? Whatever. But, put my feet to the fire. What will the Browns record be? So, I look at last year, 6-10. So, I go to myself, 6-10. I look at some of the games. Well, the Rams was winnable. We could have won that game. And then I look at this game. We lost to the Cardinals. We should have won that game. We lost to the Bengals, the freaking Bengals. We should have won that game. So I look and I say, we have a better coaching staff. We have better offensive weapons. And I look at the schedule. So to get into the playoffs, you at least need probably 10 wins, right? Right. Tom Brady is now in the NFC, so the Patriots is not a lock. Okay. We know Kansas City, Baltimore. We know the heavyweight favorites. Pittsburgh's probably going to come back with Big Ben. We'll see. So, can we be 4 wins better than last year? We have a tough division, but can we be 4 wins better is the question. I'm not coming with any expectations this year. I blew it last year with that. But I think we can be 4 wins better. I think we can be 10-6. I think that's what you have to be to at least be in the playoffs this year. Because nobody's picking the Browns to get to the playoffs this year now. So I say 10-6. If you look at it now, nobody's picking the Browns. And that's where we need to be as a fan base, where nobody's picking us. Everybody's making fun of us. You're trash. You suck. Who cares? Baker Mayfield. Ha ha. Another commercial. You are terrible. You are the worst quarterback in history. At least you lost weight, but you still suck. That's what we need. We don't need to be on Sports Illustrated. We don't need to be in every prediction. Oh, is Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield the new rivalry? Now it's Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. That's what we need. So 10-6 is what I'm going to go with. I knocked down my iPad. Beautiful job. 1 second. So yeah, I'm going to go with 10-6. Some may agree. Some may say that's too high. Some may say, where's your fave? Go 13-3. I'm going to stick with 10-6. That's what I'm going to go with. Eric says on YouTube, same prediction as last year, 10-6-1. Like schedule a lot more this year than last year. As long as Stefanski can keep guys disciplined, we should be fine. Walking Superstar says Lamar playing or going. Yeah, we're not going to that today. We're not. Eric says O-line should step up this year. 10-6 says Eric Smothers. 10-6. I like it. I like it. 10-6. Robbie says you could probably get in with 9 wins with the new playoff format. Jeff says, come on, Corey, give us your guess. That was probably before I gave my guess. Chris says 11-5. Brian says 12-4. Claire says 11-4. Jeff said 10-6. Reginald said we really don't need preseason players to get hurt. So this, I think, is wonderful. But 2 tight ends set, we will pull off 9. Robbie says you could possibly get in with 9 wins with the new playoff format. Robbie says Baker plays better when the world's against him. He'll have a bounce back year. Erica, with Miles' new discipline slow him down out there? Or is this hitting that ingrained he will still rock their worlds? Jeff said, that's my brother. You and I on the same page. Noah says, my hope for today is that the Ravens come in expecting an easy dub and don't put their A game until it's too late. Aaron says playoffs will be nice. Register they'll win 9. Steven says you're welcome. And Sam says 8-8. I like the predictions. I like them. I don't see any over-the-top ones, and that's what really has me excited. No over-the-top predictions. Last year, I seen 14-2s and 15-1s, and no. We got to pipe it down a little bit. We got to come back to reality, and I think that's where we are now as a fan base. People are making fun of us as, oh, you guys are trash, la la. That's fine. That's fine, and that's all great. But we got to keep it into perspective as a team. That's what we have to see. Steve says, producer Steve checking back 10-6, starting with a 13-7. Go Browns. Mr. Swift says 9-7 wild card. Eric says, regardless of what happens today, I think we will split with the Ravens and Steelers. That's my unpopular opinion for the day. Hey, man. You could be right. The Ravens are tough. It's a rivalry game, so you never know what's going to happen. We played them last year. Beat them one time. And one time, we took a big fat L. Lou says 10 and we're in. 10 and we're in. I love it. But I want to thank everybody who is still watching, who is with me. If you came in and then you left, appreciate you. Just wanted to reiterate again, this is the Everything Live. Everything Live. This is the Everything Browns Nation show live pregame. We will be doing a watch party after the pregame. If you want to stop in, chop it up, have fun, we won't be showing the game. I just want to say that again. So if somebody comes in, are you showing the game? No. Because I will be shut down immediately, and we can't have that. But if you want to chill out, have fun, go through the emotions with me of sadness, rage, pain, whatever the case may be, stop on through. Let's have some fun after we wrap this up around 12:40, 12:45. You are able to come on through and have fun with us at Everything Browns Nation. Baker Mayfield, our shining leader. Some love him, some hate him, some love to hate him. He didn't have a great year last year. So the question will be, some people already put their, opinion about it. But now I'm asking out to the masses. Will Baker have a bounce back season this year? Because let's just be honest with ourselves. He stunk last year, okay? Now, it may not all be his fault. Some of it may be the coaching, but he stunk. He wasn't very good, and that's okay. Photo Project says Browns take 11 games this year. My guy John says the best day of the year, Browns football, baby. John Doe, what up, my guy? Chris says Baker, make it or break it 2020. So will he bounce back? Everybody on YouTube, thank you. Aaron says hopefully Nick Chubb has a big game, big runs. Noah says Baker knows his career is on the line this year, so I think he's going to put in the work to secure his spot. How he spent the season getting in shape is pretty telling of his commitment. Steven says Baker will be better. Breakout year, says Joel, or he is gone. Wow, he says he is gone. He is out of here.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
That's the Baker Mayfield.
I woke up feeling dangerous.
Will we have that Baker Mayfield this year? Will he be back? Will he bounce back? Because let's be honest, he was not good last year. I defended him last year, maybe too much. But I defended him no matter what happened when he was going out. Every reporter under the sun, he looked a little overweight. He threw 21 interceptions. Sometimes he looked lost. Sometimes he ran when he didn't have to run. But no matter what excuses I can try to make for him, he had a bad year. But it's still my quarterback. It's still my team. So whatever chance I get, I'm going to make an excuse because I'm an honest person, and that's the little homer in me. But I gotta be honest too. He stunk, okay? That's all to it. But I'm not a guy that jumps off the cliff. Oh, get rid of him. He's trash. Let's get another quarterback. No, it's only 2 years. It's only 2. 2 years. 2 years. This is year 3. Let's see. He's had 3 different head coaches, 3 different offense coordinators. Now, hey, it's a little rough. I know he gets paid millions of dollars. So what? Suck it up. Who cares? All right. But another system. I think this system's going to be good for him. Play action passing, 2 tight end sets, 2 monster running backs. I think this will be good for him. Why did I say it like that? I don't know, but you get it. I expect a bounce back season for Baker Mayfield. A bounce back season. Peter says back at it again, go Dogs. More play action, says Steven. What do you think about staffing when he was trying to single-handedly win games? He was better O-line and better play calling. I think so. Mark says Corey, LBJ bought out last night. Yes, he did. Of course he did. I don't expect anything different. Shout out to you. Aaron says coaching and bad blocking last year for Bake. Lou says play action isn't going to always work, but that's where he has to solidify himself. Baker has to put the team on his shoulders. Reginald says head coaching, calling the plays, and how many did he call in Minnesota? Question. Aaron says coaching and bad blocking for Baker last year. And Jeff says what I do like is he's not running his mouth. Be on the down low and let your play talk. Hey. Exactly. You don't hear nothing out of Baker this year. You don't hear nothing out of Baker Mayfield. He is quieter than a hiccup. Is a hiccup quiet? I don't know. To me, it's pretty quiet. It's pretty silent. You don't hear much out of the hiccup. But anyway, sometimes it's a little loud. But that's not the point. The point is this. Baker, he looks skinny. He is trim. He has talked about, last year, maybe I didn't take it, as quite as serious as I should have. I had Beckham, I had Landry, I had everybody. I thought I could just, breeze on by. But now he knows, hey, wake-up call. And sometimes you need that wake-up call. Sometimes you need that slap in the face. You need hit in the mouth. You need punched in the throat to be like, whoa, I suck. And then get it moving. And that's what Baker needed last year, to get it moving. I stunk last year. There's a lot of times in life I suck. I'm talking about me. I am trash. And I go, whoa, that was terrible. Get it together, Corey. Get it together. And I think that's what he needed last year. He plays better when he has a Pringle on his shoulder. A Pringle, a chip, a Lay's potato chip. or a Pringle or a Cheeto or whatever you want to call it on his shoulder so he can ball out of control. That's what he needs. And I'm happy. Very happy. And somebody brought this up, and I'm going to get to it right now. Kevin Stefanski, they said, hey, he's calling plays. Did he call plays in Minnesota? Now he's the head coach. I don't have the down low on him in Minnesota. Didn't look it up. He told you. I'm not an analyst. But. Do I have problems with him calling plays? No. Why don't I? I have to give him a chance. I just have to give him a chance. It's a new team. It's a new offense. I have to give him a chance. I can't sit here and go, oh my God, this is the worst decision ever. You are trash. Oh Lord, here we go again. I can't do that. No, I can't. Now, y'all can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you how to think. If you want to say it's trash, hey, it's trash. But me personally, I got to give him a chance. He knows what he wants. He knows what he likes. But he can easily pass it off to the offense coordinator if it's not working. Easily say, hey, this isn't working. But the offensive coordinator is calling plays, and he sucks at it. And then he takes over. There's no going back. No going back from that. You can't go, well, here, take it again. No. So at least if it's not working, he could pass it off. I think he went about it the right way than last year when Freddie was just like, never. It's not going to happen. So I can't get mad at it. I got to see how it goes. I'm not shocked that he said he's calling plays. He's working with the OC. I just got to see how it goes, and we'll go from there. But some people may hate it, and that's fine. That's okay. But to me, I got to give him a chance before I just write it off and say this is the worst move ever. First time coaching, you suck. You just need to give it to the OC. Because if you do that, and then he's trash at it, and once you take it away, ain't no going back. At least he can give it to the OC if he's like, yo, this ain't working. Let's try this. But that's how I look at it. And you can say that's the worst take ever. But hey, like I said, I am a fan. I am not a professional. But it is what it is. Wes on YouTube said, but at least we are out of the kitchen. That's a good one. Imran said, I think Stefanski will be fine calling plays. Rooster says, let's go Browns. Wes says, yep, I hope so. What else did I miss? Eric says, I got to roll with Corey heading to a Browns party. Go Browns. My bold prediction is 24-21. Browns win. Miles, defensive line control of Mars today. Let's start strong. Go Browns. Woof, woof. And then John says, all bark, all bite, no bark. Don't know what referring to there, but okay. Let's go. And John says, our family is all Browns. All right. But yeah, that's my look on the calling of the play. That was YouTube comments. Let me get back to the Facebook. Jeff said, what I do like is he's not running his mouth. I read that one. Reginald said, oh, what about the fullback? Cheryl says, well, I hope Baker has learned from his mistakes this year. Noah says, hopefully Stefanski is honest with himself and is not working and letting the OC do his job, unlike Kitchen. Steven says, can it be 1 p.m. already? We're almost there. And Reginald says, I personally think he's going to do fine because he talks with his staff before he calls a play. And Jorge says, offensive line needs to keep Baker up. If this happens, we win. Got to keep him up. I agree. Over or under 15 picks for Baker Mayfield? Over or under? Now, why did I pick that number? His first year, he threw 14. He missed a couple of games. Would he have had 15? Who knows? Last year, he had 21. That's way too many. Way too many picks. One more touchdown than pick. 15 to me is a reasonable number. Now, of course, you would like to say none, zero, zilch. I don't want any picks for Baker Mayfield. That's not going to happen. Under 10 would be nice too, but I'm going to go with the number of 15. Do you think he'll throw under 15 interceptions this year? Let me know in the comments, over or under Robbie says right at 15. Jorge says over. Noah says, man, I hope under 15. Let's get back. John says under 15 on YouTube. Rooster says, I'm going to say 12. Jason says under. Rooster says under. Shout out to Cheryl with the $3.99 donation on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Chris says under. Joel says Baker is a slinger, so I'm going to say over. JJ says over. Photo says 17 picks. Chad says under. MJ says, love the show so far. Blah, blah, blah. Love the show so far. All football talk. Thank you, M. If you haven't already, subscribe to the page. We're also on Facebook. Give a like there, too. I appreciate all of you who are tuning in on each platform. I try to get to all comments. If I miss it, type it again. I'm doing the best that I can. Courtney says, I just love getting back to a sense of normality. Me too. Wes says, are we counting the deflections he throws the ball so hard? We count them all, Wes. We count them all. I see some unders. I see some overs on YouTube. Back to Facebook. Robbie says, Mahomes threw a pick at Thursday. It happens. Yes, it does. Rachel says, Baker will have 10 or less. 10 or less. Hey, I like it. And Rachel says, bless you, brother, for bringing us together as one. Hey, man, I tried my best. I try to have fun. I try to keep it lighthearted. We are fans, and that's what we are. I do what I can do, and that is all. Hope says over. Hope, and you're a little happy with that over, too, on YouTube. I didn't know why you're so happy. Do you want the Browns to fail, Hope? I need to know on YouTube. Do you want them to fail? Let me know, Hope. And Courtney says, I can't wait to see a healthy OBJ and Miles back. And Aaron says, under 10, hopefully. And my guy, Shane, is in the building on Facebook. What's up, Corey? How you doing, Shane? I'm going to say under 15 because I asked the question. I'm going to say under, yes. Feet to the fire. Under 15, protect the ball. I know he's a gunslinger. I think he's going to be a conscious gunslinger this year with the offense. I think the run will dominate the offense. I don't think they will put him in situations where he's going to be forced to try to do many things to get himself in those predicaments. I'm going to go under 15. Now, under it can be 14. It can be 13. But I'm going to go under 15. That's what I'm going to say. Now, if he goes over, you can come back and say, oh, you are terrible. Ha, ha, ha. That's fine. And I can take it. But I'm going to go under. Under, under, under. Under, 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 under. Chubb says over or under 130 yards. We are going to get to that in a minute. Let's go. Let's go. Now, speaking of that, you asked, I'll talk about it. Nick Chubb. Nick. A lot of, listen, my favorite Cleveland Brown right now, Nick freaking Chubb. He's my favorite Cleveland Brown. That's right, mine. I don't know about yours. You could tell me who your favorite Cleveland Brown is, but he's my favorite Cleveland Brown. Why? Because he just goes to work, does his job, and leaves. That is it. If he has a mic'd up episode, he don't even talk. You just hear his shoulder pads and his helmet clanking all over the place. Touchdown. Everybody's pumped up for Nick Chubb, and he's just like, whatever. This is what I do. He is my favorite player. But will Nick Chubb get his rushing title that was stolen from him by Freddie Kitchens and Derrick Henry? That's right. His coach and Derrick Henry stole it from him. Will he get it back this year? Will he win? Joel says he's a humble beast. Chad says his favorite is Petonio, I think. And he said yes. Courtney says, hell yeah, that's my dude. Boog Bang says, is Is this going to show the game? We're not showing the game because I'll be shut down faster than a hiccup. Don't know why I keep using hiccup today, but we will have a watch party. If you want to be a part of that, you can. Chill out. There's 1,000 places that show the game where they won't get in trouble, but I will. But if you don't want to chill out, that's fine too. It is what it is, but that was just to answer the question. John said on YouTube, love Chubb, but I expect a lot of Hunt as well, so I'll say no to the rushing title. M. Rant says, I say yes, and Hunt will be top 10 as well. Photo says, Juice is my man. And C-Town 216, my man, why do we got to open against the Ravens with no preseason games, no time to prepare SMH? I'm with you, my guy. And we'll get to the game here in a minute. Noah says, Chubb goes to war every time he hits the field, never lacking. Reginald says he will throw the ball away before he gets entered. Now will the fullback role be a big difference? The fullback role will be a big difference. We didn't have a fullback last year. We did run we had two backs situations with Chubb and Hunt. I think we'll see a lot of that too. But Stefanski does run fullback sets, and I think that will help the running game too. Good point, Reginald. I may have missed your comment 1,000 times. If you had it, I'm sorry. I'm trying to man two comment sections at once. Hard thing to do, but I'm doing my best. But I think the fullback role will be very important to the Cleveland Browns, especially when you're playing a team like Baltimore and ball control situations. Jorge says, so back to the question, over or under 130 yards for Chubb today. I'm going to go under 130, probably around 125, but I'll talk about more of Chubb a little later. And Karen says, woof, woof. That's what Karen says. You ask and you shall receive. Wait, no Landry. We could talk about Landry here in a second too. There's only so much I could put on the pregame rundown, but we all love Landry. Jeff says if they utilize Chubb correctly, he will be number one. And Nate Bones says defense needs to execute to win. Now, to answer the question, I don't think Chubb will win the rushing title. That's my opinion. Now, you can boo me. Oh, boo, you suck. How could you not say he's going to win the title? Go ahead, boo me. Boo me. You just said he's your favorite player. How is he not going to win the title? How could you say that? How could you portray him exactly like this? I think Kareem Hunt will be integrated more into the running game this year. Kareem Hunt will be playing since week 1 instead of week 9 or whatever it was last year. There's so many weapons on this team this year. Hoop's back. Njoku's back. I just think that the carries will not be there for him to win the rushing title like other running backs. Derrick Henry may get 1 million carries this year. Christian McCaffrey, Zeke Elliott, who get the bulk of the carry. I think Kareem Hunt will take a little bit of that away. Now, will I be wrong? Probably. I may be incorrect as incorrect can be, and I hope that I am, because I think he deserves his rushing title that was stolen from him last year. But if you look last year, who was our number 2 back? Hilliard. How many carries did we get? I don't know, but I think we may have more carries than Hilliard. Now, that's an exaggeration, but you get my point. He was the 1 and 2 back until Kareem Hunt came last year, and then we'll give him a couple carries, but he didn't get as many carries as I think he'll get this year. I still think Chubb will, get more of the split, but I think it'll be more, like 65-35. Instead of last year, it was like 85-15 when Hunt got back. And I just think that won't be enough to get the rushing title when you have those other running backs who get the lion's share of the carries. But that's just me. I could be absolutely incorrect, and I hope that I am, to be honest with you, because he deserves that title because he was robbed and bamboozled last year. I see some dog checks. being called for. Give me just a second. Can I find it? I don't see my dog check. Where did it go? There it is.
Dog check.
Did it disappear? Dog check. Defense, I've seen that. Are LBs or Jeff says he likes my analysis. A lot of great running backs, and I agree with Hunt, but if they use Chubb more, it will open up long strikes for OBJ, Landry, and tight end. Lack thereof running back scare me. I agree, Robbie. I agree. Rachel said Hunt 65 to 70 and Chubb the same. It's with the help of the fullback. That's what heard coaches. Minnesota loves to run first. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Now, I heard somebody will jump on it really, really quick. I heard somebody say, what about Jarvis Landry? Good old Jarvis Landry there. I love Jarvis Landry. He's just not my favorite Brown. He's not on the little rundown here, as you can say, because I can't fit everything in, especially on the first show. But I think he will have a good season as well. Coming off an injury, that makes me a little nervous. But I think once the season continues, he'll be more explosive than he was last year. Whenever you have a nagging injury, that's never good. That's never something that you want to happen. But I think he'll have a good year. He was our number one wideout numbers-wise next year. Catches, touchdowns, targets, all that good stuff. He just has the chemistry with Baker Mayfield, and that will always be there because he's been there since the beginning of Baker. So that will never leave regardless who comes in. That's going to be just there. I know Hollywood has that chemistry too, but let's be honest, Landry will be on the field more than Hollywood and get more targets as well. So I love me some Jarvis Landry as well. I want to throw that in there. And 598 says, I agree about Nick. I prefer to have him fresh and finishing strong for the playoffs. And we're winding it down here. So I just wanted to, what do you expect from OBJ this season? What do you expect? Off of injury, now 100%. Now, people can make all the jokes about OBJ. It's going to happen. It's just going to happen. It is what it is. But, OBJ now, do I think he's going to have some, outstanding 1,700 yards, 150? No. Too many weapons for that to happen. But as far as how he looks and what he does to opposing defenses, I expect OBJ to have a way better year than last year. He's 100%. Baker's going to have a better year, which means OBJ is going to have a better year. And pretty soon, defenses are going to have to stop just focusing in on him with the new additions of Austin Hooper, Kareem Hunt there, Nick Chubb there, David Njoku. We can joke all we want, but if you have a two tight end set with Njoku, Hooper, you throw Landry out there with OBJ, either Hunt or Nick Chubb in the backfield, you can't just keep circling in on OBJ. You seen plays last year. Come on now. People are just running at OBJ, and then you got a tight end just wide open. I believe it was Demetrius Harris on a touchdown with the Ravens. OBJ ran across the field. 3 people went towards him. Harris was wide open. Touchdown. I think he's going to have a better year this year. I think he's going to be more explosive. I think we're going to see the OBJ we was looking for this year. Some people don't like him. It is what it is, but I expect big things from OBJs this year. More than 4 touchdowns, maybe about 8 or 9 I'm going to go for. 8 or 9 touchdowns. I think him and Landry can still have 1,000-yard seasons. I know that may be ludicrous, but I think they can. I just don't think the high receptions, the 100, I don't think that's going to be there. But I expect big things for OBJ. George, are you giving any swag for your listeners? Hey man, if I start getting, Listen, I'm broke, but if I start getting any money like that, George, I will give away some swag. I would appreciate the few donations I got on YouTube. Thank you, Cheryl and Clyde. Reginald says Landry is going to have a stellar season and OBJ is going to have a good year, but the two tight end set is going to make the difference. As you can see, George, I got the same stuff I had on last year, my guy. And Robbie says OBJ will get some attention from defenses, so his impact will be understated by his stats, but will open up Landry, Hooper, and Njoku. And Billy says OBJ is going to have 1,100 yards and 12 TDs. I like it. And Reginald says all teams go with their best players. Now, what about the defense? Can we help Garrett put pressure on the QB? And John says, what up, my friend? What up, John, my guy? And Aaron says Harrison Bryant looked good in camp. Yes, the defense is definitely going to have to step up big time today. Big time in this season and help out Garrett. I agree, and get pressure on the quarterback. Have them run for their life. I 100% agree with that assessment. Now, let me get back to YouTube. Chris says, let's go Brownies. John says, all bark, no bite again. Still lost on that, but alrighty. Courtney says, dog check. I think I read that. Bryce says, let's go. Are we going to put another 40 burger, says Rooster, on those Ravens? I don't know. We'll see. Courtney says Chubb doesn't have the big contract, so he will be thirstier. Good point, Courtney. Good point, Courtney. Chris says Higgins. C-Town says he's playing today, though. Rooster says smart routes. 1,200 yards, 8 to 10 touchdowns, says 5'9". Big Walt. Browns backer says, let's go Cleveland. Don says, we better. Chris says, Baker, do you think we are going to win today? I'm about to get into the predictions part of the show, and I'm about to get into the big dog of the game. So let's get to it. Get in your predictions and get in your big dog of the game. If you don't know what that is, if you're new, tell me who you think is going to win. Give me a score and give me your big dog of the game in the comment section, whether you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube. And Corey, if you're just joining, we cannot stream the game on this page because this page will be shut down immediately, and I don't want that to happen. I just don't want it to happen. But we will be having a watch party if you want to join when we get off here around 12:45. At 1 o'clock, we'll be back on with the watch party. There's a million ways you can watch the game online, I'm pretty sure. But if you want to join the watch party, you can. Have some fun. React with, the fam, and let's do this. So if you want to join the watch party, we'll be back on around 1 o'clock streaming the watch party and react with us through our joy and our pain and all the good stuff. Robbie says big dog of the game is Siebert. Robert says 38-35 Browns. Yes, 38-35 Browns. Miguel says we got OBJ, Nick Chubb, Jarvis Landry. We're going to win. Let's go Browns, says Chris, 24-10. Justin says Baker Mayfield will show up. Browns backer says Cleveland handed Baltimore a big L last year. I see this trend continuing today. Hope says 25-15 Browns. 25-15 Browns. All right. John says, sweet, I'll be here. Aaron says tailgate party, LOL. George says Facebook. Aaron said it's supposed to be no bark, all bite. I can't stream it, John. My page may get beat down. I wish I could, but you can react with me if you want. If not, that's cool too. John says 21-14 Ravens. Sorry, don't see them together. No faith in Baker. And my guy Calvin says, what's up, Corey? What's up, Calvin. And eWolf5150 says, go Browns. Go Browns. I like it. And Mr. Dark CR says, go Dogs. And Brown says, love the interaction with your viewers. Nice. I try my best. I know I've missed some. I'm going back to Facebook and YouTube and Facebook. But I do what I can do. And Clay says 21-10. Now, for my prediction, and I just seen a dog check from somebody. Let me get that dog check in here real quick.
Dog check.
Dog check. Jason says 35-28 Browns G. All right. Who wins today is the question. Now, I want to get this out there. I am transparent as can be. That's all I can be is transparent. All right? I tell no lies. That's it. I tell the truth. Some people hate me for it. Some people say you're a stand-up guy. Whatever. All right. Yeah. I'm going with my heart here on this pick. Now, am I confident in my pick? Heck no. So you know what I'm going with already. I'm going with the Browns winning this game. Why? I can't go with the Browns losing on the first week of the year. I don't even remember when's the last time we won a season opener. I didn't want to go back and look because it would take me forever to find it. I said, Browns fans know we ain't won a season opener in forever. Forever. And the NFL didn't do us no favors. Guess what, Browns? New system. Ooh, new coach. Oh, yeah. No preseason. Guess what? You go to Baltimore. Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate that. But I'm going to go with my heart and not my head, not my brain, not my thinking. I'm going to go with the Browns to win this ball game. I'm going to go with the snap, the losing streak, the loss of all losses, because I am emotional. This is an emotional pick. This isn't a pick with my brain. My brain's telling me to go with the Ravens, but screw you, brain. I'm going with my heart. I'm going to go Browns 27, Ravens 21. That means ball control. That means run the ball, keep Lamar off the field. Time of possession is key. Run Nick Chubb, run Kareem Hunt, play action with Baker. Keep Lamar off the field. We're thin at linebacker. DBs are hurt left and right. That's the key to me to victory. Not pressure Myles Garrett. Get pressure with Myles Garrett, Olivier Vernon, Richardson, and the crew. Make Lamar uncomfortable inside the pocket. That run game is nasty, but that's what I'm going with. 27-21 Browns over the Ravens. All heart, all emotion. That's how I'm starting week 1. And people in the chat who like the Ravens can go, ha, 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 you suck, and I don't care. And my big dog of the game is my favorite player, Nick freaking Chubb. I'm going with him because we need possession. We need ball control. So we need Nick Chubb to have a big game. I'm going 23 carries, maybe under 25, 125 yards and a touchdown. That's what I'm going with. Nick Chubb, my big dog of the game. Choo Choo, says Mr. Dark CR. Daz Dillinger hates the Browns. Thank you for watching. You can give me all the thumbs down you want in the comments. Thank you for watching. Browns backer says Chubba Dub Dub. He says Cleveland always underdog. Brown says great prediction. Clay says 28-3 upset. Whoa, 28-3. And Gary said, I just worry about stopping the run. Brown said, run it. Imran says, screw your brain. And Kellen says, OMG. Kellen OMG says, Browns all the way. Heart check. Yeah, baby. Game MVP. My big dog was Nick freaking Chubb. And on to Facebook, my friends. Hunt will get 2 TDs today. Jorge says, 41-17 Ravens, unfortunately. Calvin says, yes, Corey, I was thinking 38-21 Browns. I was close. John says, let's go Browns. Robbie says we tied in 2018. Aaron says 24-17. John says that's why I love you. Keep it real. Robbie says the last win was in 2005. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate the information. George says Chubb will be the king this year. Rachel said Browns win today, and they will win the next time they meet. Well, that's all I got for the pre-show. We'll be back around 1 o'clock with the watch party. Hope to see you there. React. Have some fun. Thanks for the donations, Clyde and Cheryl. I appreciate it. It helps the channel. Anything people do, I love it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for interacting. We'll be back around 1 o'clock. Watch party. Have some fun. And do what we do. So, hey, until then, either I'll see you at the watch party or I'll see you next week. Whichever comes first. But I'll see y'all. Go Browns. Beat those Ravens. Yeah. Peace out.